things and to discuss some of the challenges domestically that lie ahead for the new president, I'm joined by Thomas Guenole, a political analyst from the Sciences Po Institute in Paris. Emmanuel Macron spoke last night at the Louvre, a call for unity, a realization that he doesn't have a blank check to do whatever he wants, and the notion that the task ahead is huge. I read this morning some of the polls suggest that 43% of those who voted for him last night didn't vote for him, they voted to stop Marine Le Pen, and only 16% voted for his political program. He really does have a tough task ahead, doesn't he?
Yeah, in fact, the legislative elections will decide who really runs the show. So Emmanuel Macron has a clear advantage, tactical advantage for legislative elections, because for a few weeks, 1 month before the legislative elections, he will run the show, he will shape a new government and so on. And so what he will show in terms of casting, if I may, it has to be appealing enough for voters to get an absolute majority in the National Assembly. It's going to be really tough because, as you said, the country is highly divided. Because you spoke about European Union a lot. European Union and pro-globalization economic policies right now, and for decades in fact, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And the thing is, around half the population rejects economic policies that are supported by the European Union under its current shape. So we have in fact 4 blocks now. We have the socialist bloc, which is anti-European economic policies, which is Mr. Mélenchon. You've got the pro-European bloc, which is Mr. Macron. You've got the usual conservative bloc with the right-wing party. And you've got the both anti-Maghreb minority and anti-globalization bloc, which is Le Pen, which is basically the French equivalent of Donald Trump. Okay. So you have these 4 blocks, and they are even around 20% in terms of electoral strength. So the question is, what will come up as a majority, or will we even have a majority in the National Assembly for the parliamentary election in June?
Okay, so I mean, we've had Emmanuel Macron. He's charismatic, he's handsome, he has some momentum from last night, but he's very inexperienced at the really dirty business of politics and building governments. Tell me a little bit more about the scale of the task of turning his movement, with all those lovely followers cheering and dancing outside, into a political machine. He needs how many seats? 289 seats for a majority in the National Assembly?
More or less.
He doesn't have much money. He doesn't have many experience.
Yeah, but the guy was elected president,
but
so
how
he's
can
got
he do
a real advantage.
How can he turn that into a majority? Is it even possible?
Well, the thing is, he's gonna try to shape a government as appealing as possible with a combination of political stars coming from right-wing, center and center-left.
So we're going to poach other people?
Yeah,
okay.
To try to widen his really small electoral bloc. You said it's only 16% that really voted for his platform. So he's going to try to widen that, and he's also try to have people popular coming from civil society, and to say, here's something brand new, and there is strong dynamics.
As part of the promised political revolution.
Yeah, so vote for that. But the problem for him is the right-wing voters are seeking for revenge. So there will be a mobilization for this bloc. The socialist bloc, alter-globalization bloc, will maybe not collapse so much. And you've got the National Front that will try to in French, transformer l'essai, that will try to have more MPs. So we really have uncertain legislative elections. And for people who do not know the French institutional system, you have to understand that if the president doesn't have a majority in the assembly, then the king is naked.
The cohabitation,
Exactly,
isolated and powerless president.
So we don't know if he's going to take an absolute majority for him, or the right wing will win, or we will have no majority. These are the three possible scenarios.
Possible scenarios that lie ahead. Thomas, thank you very much for your perspective.